everybody, it's me Ash, and today I am back with a tutorial video on how I did the envelope flip book. Now, to make this process a lot easier on me and a lot easier on you guys, I am going to do it in two separate parts. So this first part is the supplies you'll need and the basics of to start assembling your flip book. So if you have a scoring board, then you'll need your scoring board, your scoring utensil that you use with that. If you don't have a scoring board, you can use your cutter. And if you don't have a cutter, you can use a ruler. I don't have a scoring board, and I used my cutter, and it was pretty easy, just as much as a scoring board. So, the other supplies that you will need is glue, which I've seen a lot of people use, the double-sided red tape. In my book last time, I used this stuff right here, the E6000 Extreme Tack. But in this video, because of time-wise, I'm going to use a hot glue gun. You will need 4 envelopes. And you can have any size envelope you want for this. You can even make your own envelope for this, but for my purpose I just grabbed 4 envelopes that are plain and not much to do. So with the envelopes, you need to decide if you want to keep the tabs on them or not. In my last video I kept the tags. I've seen people cut, 2 of the envelopes tabs off and use them as just pockets. But I'm going to leave them on. So 4 envelopes, and then you're going to need to cut 2 pieces of paper that are the same size as your envelope. So I'm just using computer paper for this, because like I said, it's just for a tutorial video. So I cut 2 pieces of paper that are the same size as my envelopes, and these will be your front and back. If you're using double-sided paper, then you need to decide which way you want to be shown. You will also need a piece of paper that is 11 inches long and by the same size as this. So I've already did a couple steps ahead, which I'm going to go through with you. This was 11 inches long, and it's as long as my envelope. Do you see what I'm talking about? So long and then as wide as your envelope. So you can do any size envelope for this as long as you have 4 of them and your main piece of paper is 11 inches long, and then however wide your envelope is wide. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on to the first step. So the first step is you're going to go through and you're going to score your paper every ½ inch. You're going to score your paper. So how I did that with this is I, opened it up, I put my paper through, and I went to a ½ inch, and then I, closed this part down, and I took my scoring pen, which I have from my Cricut, but I have also used these dotting tools as a score, and then you just go up, against your thing where your scissors would cut. Well, your cutter would cut, not your scissors, and go through and score. Now, if you're doing it with a ruler, you just mark off every ½ inch, and then you'll use your ruler and whatever you're using to score. You can even use the back of a butter knife if you don't have any of these, and score down. And then, yeah, that's all you'll need for, the beginning steps. So then once you score your paper, you're going to accordion fold. And this is really important that you pay attention to the detail of your paper, because whatever, if you have double-sided paper, whatever you want to show on the outside, you need to make sure it's folded up. So your first fold will go up, and that will be what's going to be shown on the outside of your book. And whatever's on the inside will show on the inside of your book. So you want to make sure that your first fold is up and your last fold is up. So yeah, that's how that works right there. So like I said, I did a couple steps ahead so that for video purposes, because I don't want to make it too extremely long. And I hope that this part is easy for you guys. So main thing is 11-inch long piece of paper, scored every ½ inch. When you fold your accordion fold, make sure that the side of your paper that you want on the outside of your book is folded up. So yeah, and then your last one would be folded up too, because it's going to go, say, your cover, this is my cover, and it's going to go in like this. So you're going to see this part on the outside of your book unless you decide to put another piece of paper over top of it in the end. So that's it for this step 1, part 1 video. If you have any questions, please leave it down below, and I will be working on the next video.